Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Rohit.
How are you?
Good morning, Rohit.
Good.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah. So shall we start?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay, good. So last time we have completed the configuration. So now we will be starting with first master data creation. Okay. Master data is nothing but a business partner. Then we will proceed with some sort of transactions. Then we settle them. We see the postings, and then let's do one by one. Okay. Okay. So we create a business partner here in counterpart first in general role. Okay. So let's create. So general role is mandatory. So whenever you are creating a business partner in any role, in any module, say now in S4HANA, we don't create vendor customers, we create business partner only. Okay. For that as well, first we create a general role, then we create a supplier or a customer, or now in treasury in counterparty role, IHC, drawer, issuer. So we have to create general role first. That's mandatory. Okay. Number ranges we are using internal, so no need to give number. Company, say we are creating Deutsche Bank. Okay. Okay, so now this is done. For example, nothing. Okay, so payment transactions. So the in general data, payment transaction is kind of mandatory in case you want to do TPP1 posting. Say you are paying the flows, right? In that case, you need banking information of beneficiary as well, right? So here we will add beneficiary paying information. Say beneficiary is having account in euro. Okay, so this is an account ID. Similarly, we have in house bank, house bank, then we create account ID. Here also we have ID. We call it partner ID. That means using this partner ID, we will link house bank, that is a payer bank, with the payee bank. Means receiver and sender, we will link. So this is the bank from which we are going to pay, and this is a bank of receiver. So we will link both of these together using this partner ID. That will be created on currency basis. Say for example, we have three banks in the same currency. So we'll create Euro 1, Euro 2, Euro 3. So similarly, we follow the number sequence. So it's not necessary for Euro, you create Euro. You can create 001, 002, 003 as well. But it is better, like if we create currency wise, and we can easily identify like this belongs to this currency. Okay. Then say it's Deutsch, so we are giving DE, Germany. Then bank key, the one which is created already, or you can see if anything else is created. I give 9999. Bank account number, I'm just giving anything. Okay, so it should not be that bank is reality real or something. Then enter. And you cannot enter payer house bank, the bank from which we are going to pay, until unless this information is not there. Number one, because what will that bank do if there is no beneficiary account entered, right? So this is mandatory for that. It will give an error in case 3369. All right, specify bank key length. Then let's go to counterparty role. You need to enter general information at sorry, address and payment transaction. Then you can directly go to counterparty. Here you create so that general role can be saved. Okay, so again, you need to enter this because now you are entering in counterparty. Same information you can add. So here in field status, we have, I shown you last time. So this is mandatory, set as mandatory. So if you don't enter, it will give an error. Okay. So this is done. Now, once you entered this general information, you can go to company code data. And this should be already there. Now, you need to enter this. Company code data. Now here you need to maintain house bank information and the company code information for which you are creating this counterparty.
Right, I've got a question. The bank details you entered in the general data, is it the same as the one you put in the company code? Or is
No. That will be different. That because here, see, we are creating information. This is company code dependent. That is general. That is on at client level. Okay, so that will remain same. For example, there is a one business partner. You want to use that business partner across company codes with 3 company codes, for example. So that beneficiary information can be used for others as well. So it's not necessary. You business partner company code specific. One can be used with multiple as well. And it's not necessary that that counterparty will use one bank for only one company code. That one bank can be used with multiple company codes as well for receiving funds. Okay,
okay?
can be same. Now, if I am entering 9901, okay, so here I will have to enter house bank information. So there I have given euro, right? So here also I need to enter euro. Now here I have to enter to this is pay ID. That means I need to give both incoming and outgoing because we will be paying and we will be receiving as well. Okay, so house bank. Let's see which one is there. This one. So, but please ensure that you finish house bank setup as well. Okay, so I assume you will create it. Payer, that will be same business partner we are using. What is the code of that? The one which we have just saved. I forgot to enter the name. Okay, sorry, one mistake I have done. First, we have to save it, let's say. Okay, so now we have number. Let's copy that. Okay, change. So here pair will be same because same business partner will be used to receive and pay the funds. Now here partner bank ID. So this is the one which we have given in beneficiary details. So Euro 1, remember? So now I am assigning house bank and the partner ID. That means I'm assigning beneficiary banking information with this house bank, so that this will be used. Payment method. So that is basically the one which you are going to use for receipts and payments. Okay. And here in and out. So this is payment request. So at what time you will create payment request? That is obviously at the time of when you are paying out, right? And receive it, there is no payment request because you are receiving money. This is payment method. So bank transfer. Yeah, bank transfer. Okay, so this is good. Now, one important thing. So after creating this, we have to assign as well. So it's not after creation of this, our work is done. No, first select the incoming one, click on this assign. Or let's do one thing. Let's not do anything now. Okay, so just save it. I'll show you what sort of effect it will give. It's better to understand that way, right? Because once we get an error, you will get to know like what sort of error you are going to get if business partner is not created correctly or incomplete. Now let's create a deal. Okay. So now in order to create a deal, you go to transaction FTR underscore create. So this is a universal transaction code. So using this, you can create any type of transaction in treasury. That means you can create money market, you can create Forex, you can create derivatives, security, any transaction under treasury, you can use this transaction to create a deal under, or be it sale, purchase, anything. Okay. So easy to remember, just one. Let's see, we are doing 60A. Okay. Transaction 100. 60A is Forex. Okay. 101. Then this is, I don't know, needed currency. Let's now the first error, partner not authorized for selecting transaction type. That means partner is not authorized for this type of transaction. So error number one. Now, and this is a standard error which you're going to get. So now in order to do that, we have an authorization tab in the business partner. So here you can authorize this partner for these type of instruments. Okay, so say I am authorizing for all the transactions, or I can authorize for one out of those. I can expand as well. So out of security, I can just authorize him for stocks or bonds like that. Okay, then save. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, so error one gone. So let's use euro. We are buying euros and we are say selling USD. So rate first we have to give so that sell amount will populate automatically. So similarly, this is a case when we are buying euro currency and we are saying like we will sell it in USD. In say rate will be 2. Okay, spot rate not available. Let's do other way. Okay, so here I have given the rate. So see why I'm doing euro, because the banking information we have added in business partner, it is in euro. We are going to use that bank which is in euro. Buying USD, selling euro, and this is a rate, and this amount, sell amount, is populated automatically based on this. Now, one thing very important to understand. Now go to details. Here, there is no banking information updated from business partner. So this should have been automatically done because we have entered everything, right? Why it is not updated? Because we have not assigned that banking information to it. Now, let's go to payment tab back, select incoming first, click on assign. And first, this is incoming, click on this. It will link incoming. Now, okay, go back and select outgoing, click assign, outgoing. Now let's go back and check the transaction again. We need to create that again and see if, and mind it, like if banking information is not updated in TRAD, we cannot create payment keys, payment request at the time of TBB1. That's a problem, right? Okay. Now let's do that again. Okay, so now if you see, this minus means we are selling in euro, so payment will be in euro, right? So payment bank already updated, and this is checked with payment request, because in business partner we have this payment request checked for outgoing. This is automatically triggered when I have assigned this. Okay, now let's see cash flow. So here if you see first, the nominal amount is 1 lakh. Then this is the payment amount we are paying in euro. So this is correctly updated, and the payment date is 17/12/2019. This is after 3 days, which is updated automatically. We can change this as well. Okay, we can, if we change this value date, it will select the date which we are giving here, and it will be our due date then. Normally when we do this sort of deal, we have that information with us. So we just see that and we just punch this information. And Forex is automatically coming from the 360T or Bloomberg, or similarly, we have other applications as well where we have a connection. Now, if I save this, payment details are incomplete USD. That's fine because we are paying in euro. Okay, so this deal is created. Now, in order to settle this, let's see, FTR_edit. Select the deal, click on settle. Because until unless you settle, it will not generate TBB1. That's the kind of rule we have in Treasury.
What is PPP1?
Sorry?
What is PPP1?
PPP1, just 1 second, which one?
You said PP1, it will not get PP1.
TBB1, yeah, I'll show you 1 second. This is TBB1. The TBB1 is a transaction code which post flows. That means which post cash flows, payments. Okay.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see if that generated any FTR Kamoni, that Swift message for this deal. Because we have configured a correspondence as well, right? That should generate 60A 416. No, that hasn't generated anything. So I think we haven't done anything wrong, due to which 102. Okay. So let's create one more. Oh, yeah, we have not assigned this. Let's use other business partner, this one, because that day we have assigned this business partner, not this. Let's create one more deal and see if we are able to generate correspondence message. Okay. So the setting which we have done, that should work end to end because we have completed everything. It's just the file will not generate, but it will generate the message which is needed. Now I'm releasing this as well.
So Rohit, are we buying the euros on 17 or are we selling on the value date?
We are buying USD and we are giving USD and we are buying euros.
So our value date is 17 means on that date we are system is going to buy or
Make the payment. Make the payment.
Okay.
Yeah. Now let's see FTR Kamoni. Okay, good. So now we are able to see the entries which we have made just now, 14 December 2019. Okay, so this is done based on the configuration we have completed last week. Now, if you see, we have entered email and Swift both. So there is no file because we have to accept this is IDEA system and we haven't got any file created or anything. But if we create the file and we assign, it will generate that as well because we are having everything, every configured, the configuration which we need is already completed. Okay. So if you see the transaction ID, object number, everything is generated. 600. So now in case we have the file also, we select this and here we have one button. 1 second, we click on that and we can create, we can action log, no. There is one round button. There is one button which we can use and we can display the file as well. No, this is just a detail of a configuration. Action log, status log, no. I guess this one, yeah, this display will show you the file, show underlying, yeah, okay. So this is how, maybe just do that configuration and try to see if your correspondence is generated or not, okay. Now, let's see if TPP1 is also posting. If that is not posting, that means your configuration is not complete. This step is very important. Transaction. So let's not give any transaction. Let's give the date. Due date 17/12/2019. This is a company code, so it will select all the items which are due on 17/12. Test run. Execute. So I'll tell you what this TPP1 do. Okay, that is having a direct link with your cash flows, which you are posting in deal. Let's first see. I'll show you how to match that in case there is any mismatch or something. Oops, what is it? ZZ region. Let's give transaction number. Okay, so there are errors. Let's see what are those. Message. Okay, so if you remember last time I told you, like if in case some GL assignment is missing, So there is nothing to worry. TBB1 will tell you, this posting flows transaction will tell you which GL assignment is missing. Okay. So now first let's see what sort of accounting it will have. Okay, sorry, let's do it again. Posting log. Buying Forex. Okay, now I'll show you the deal, which entry it should have. And then business partner and it. Display, for example. Now, when you go to cash flow, so on 17th 12, it should have both of these flows posted. In case not, then there must be some solid reason that this flows are not set for post to accounting, because when we create those product types, we have a checkbox like whether we want this to be post to accounting or not. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so basically these will be the postings for these flows when we use TBB1. Okay. Now first let's resolve that error. Yeah. Let's open that and see which symbol it is asking. So you don't need to worry. You just click on this question mark. It will tell you, see, assignment of GL to account symbol 3, depending on account reference 2010 USD. See, it has to calculate the profit and loss as well, right? Between when we do USD to Euro or Euro to USD. So let's see what this account 3 symbol is used for. Account determination, and this will take us to exact the screen where we assign GL accounts. Okay, define account determination. Directly go to assignment of GL accounts. Okay. Now here you have account symbols. So one is for position. Position means when we buy or when we sell any instrument like security or money market, that will have your position. That means if you're buying security shares, it will have your position account debit. That means security. In case of security, that will be equity, bonds, or in case you are buying any, taking any loan, that time your secured loan will be debit. So that is your position account, by the way. Then let's go to 3. So here it is asking for bank clearing account. Okay, so 3 is bank clearing. So we have not assigned bank clearing account for USD account. Now let's copy 3. This is fine. Here I have to give USD. Okay, so I'm just changing the currency. I'm using the same account which is assigned. Save.
So Rohit, if you open that field, so will it be applicable for all currencies?
Which one? I mean, If I give it,
USD. Yeah.
yes, that will be, but that will be wrong, right? Because we normally create bank currency wise, correct? So when we create house bank, we have a main account, we have incoming, we have outgoing, we have clearing also, and that will be always on the basis of currency. So if I keep it blank, I have to give a bank account. That cannot be like one account for all currencies. That has to be specific to currency, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the
Okay.
logic. So there you have to specify, like you should be aware, like when you are making this setting, you should be aware. So here position account is missing again. So let's go. So symbol 1, this is position account for this. So you have to prepare your Excel sheet first, like this sort of postings you are going to have. These are the bank, these many currencies you are going to use. So each combination should have been configured. It's not like, but again, if you're getting, anyways, you're going to test at your end first. So you will be testing all the combination before handing over. So this one. So this is Forex. So here I am assigning a security. I have to create one for Forex also. Let's use one. Sorry, what was the GL account number? So based on the postings, it will check whether account is assigned or not. So it will give you an error. Until unless that is not complete, it will keep giving this error. Now, what is the issue again? We should be good now. Get down. My goodness. Let's use one and see that right first. Shit. Again, dump. Okay, let me do one thing. If we have anything in the other company code which I use. I'm showing you some other posting just to give an idea like how it posts. So because that is having a dump, I will check this later. Okay, so it will be having similarly. So instead of security, it will have Forex to payment clearing because we are making the payment. So whatever we buy, right? So 1 lakh. So it will post here from debit, it will Forex, and credit, it will do payment clearing account. Then other will be 83, the one, the second amount which I've shown you. Second. So it will post both the flows. Here it will show post both of these flows, these USD and euro. Okay, so whatever we see here, it should be visible here as well in debit and credit form. And second, it will generate payment keys as well here because this is a test run. So you will see some payment keys generated, and that will be used to pay using F111 in the next step that we will do once we start with banking BCM posting. Now let's do some other postings also and see if that allows the PPP1 or not. Let's go create. Let's do some security posting then. Okay. It's similar, very much similar. For that, first we create security account. Because when we buy any equity stocks or something, we have some security account open, right? And that is having all the terms and condition, like when we are starting, when we are buying that, and what is the condition, interest rate, everything is there. So for example, I'm creating, and every security account will have ISIN number. That is same number what you get when you buy equity or bonds. Okay, so say for example here ISIN number is 4189. I'm just giving any number, and you're buying equity. Sorry, should be without reference. So here product type will be 01A, and the description equity.
That ID, right? The ID is similar like a Demat account, something like that.
No, it's different. It's not. So when you receive, so for example, when you create a bond or something, fixed interest rate or any equity buy purchase, so you have a security papers. So on each security paper, you will have ISIN number. So that is starting with say IE or something like that. It is alphanumeric always. And similarly, SAP numbering when we create, last time when we created, we have assigned external numbering. So we can assign the number on our own. That should be matching with your ISIN number. And that's why I'm giving number by myself. Okay, so here you have to give that number. That should be same as what you get from equity brokers. That will give you.
One more question. When did we create a number range?
Sorry?
No, when did we create a number range?
Last session when we do configuration, we have created number range. I'll show you again. Let's create this. I'll show you again where to do that. Okay. Now here I give the same number because this is my ISIN number as well. Okay. So here, say once this is done, I'll enter. So issuer will be my business partner. Then issue currency will be say euro, and issues this start date when I am buying this. Say for example, I can do it 1st of December. And issue price, nominal value 1 each unit, or type of security. If I have it, I can fill it. If don't, I can keep it blank. Registered security. So this is what you get when you get a security account. Okay, this will be mentioned over there. Now quotation. So when you buy equity, either that will be based on the percentage. For example, you have the complete amount, and this is your interest rate, or you buy number of shares, and you have each share price as well, each share price. So that is unit quoted. Okay. So for example, stock form, that leave it. Conditions, let's keep everything blank, not needed. So I'm saving it. Okay, now let's buy a share, FTR underscore create. So this is taken automatically when I create it. So I'm buying in euro currency. Sorry, oh, I have to change the product type as well. 01A. 100 for purchase. Now security account, that is we have created. So now here general valuation class means which valuation area, whether this is the same which we have assigned with the company code. Okay, so that has to be given, like whether we are doing for IFRS or US GAAP posting. Now number of units, for example, we are buying say 5,000 units of shares. Price, say this is a price, enter. It will calculate, like it will multiply and it will give you the payment amount automatically. And these are the value dates. So you can change it to say 31st of December. And enter it, it will automatically move it to payment date as well. Now again, and if you see in payment detail tab, it should have payment details populated. See, why I want to show this, see, when you buy or sell or you use any instrument, how you create is same. There is no difference. Okay, so you should know which transaction and which product type I should use. Rest everything exactly 99.9% is same in Treasury. This is how it works. Once you do the configuration completely, then you are ready to do any sort of posting. You should know, I'll show you how to check the product type. So here you have cash flows as well. So this is the only thing you're buying, so there is nothing else. Now, in case you want to add some bank charges also. Okay, so here you go to flows, select, say charges. I'm adding 5,000 euros. That is added to it now. If you see net payment amount, earlier it was 475. Now I have added 5,000. So total amount will be this, including this 5,000 bank charges. Okay, now let's have a look at cash flow. So now it is showing here as well. So total amount this, and now it will have your bank charges as well. Let's post it now. Authorization group. Okay, so now let's post one more transaction for fixed interest. Let's do something, let's say fixed term deposit, money market. Okay, for that we don't need ID, we just need a
Rohit, can you show the accounting entry for that posting?
yes please, 1 second. I think by mistake I have posted to a company where we are getting dumped. Let's create one new for the company code which is working fine. Same entry. Okay, 01A 100, the one which we have created just now. FWZZ. Let's save this. Authorization group. Okay. Now let's first settle this. Save.
So, Rohit, what do you mean by
Yes.
settled? Yeah, actually, we
See,
created a
see, that means you are authorizing. See, now normally when you enter a deal, there can be a process for a reviewer and checker. So if like business treasurer does not want that whenever we post a deal, it is ready for posting. We want an initial step in between where someone will check whether deal is ready for authorization or not. If not, they will change it if needed. For that, we need a settlement process. So we can disable that as well.
okay. So that is a middle office job.
Exactly. So here, if you before settlement, we can change anything like date or amount or anything we want to change, we can change. That's just a similar to parking and posting option we have
Okay.
in finance. It is similar to that. So we are before making postings, we are just checking everything is fine or not. Okay.
So accounting entry would be generated after settlement, right?
Correct. Correct. When we do this posting flows, that is transaction TBP1. Okay. So let's see. Hopefully it should work fine. Yeah. Posting log. Yeah. So if you see security purchase, this is amount which that is a unit multiply unit price. Then we have bank charges 5,000. So total amount will be paid on date which is the value date 16th of 12th 2019. This is how it is done. Now there will be another scenario. So when you do a purchase and when you do sale also, right? So let's do that as well. So for example,
Just one sec, Rohit. So
yeah,
are we not? So what did we do here? Did we purchase euro and in USD? I mean, I didn't get that. It was euro.
no, this is a different scenario. So this is we are buying stocks. That was forex. See, when we buy,
Okay.
yeah. So here I will explain you how this TBP one. So now we have say, for example, we have purchased some units. Now out of that, let's sell something. Okay. Then I'll show you how this calculate. This will calculate profit and loss as well. 01A, we will use same product type. Now selling.
Rohit, one more question. So
Yes, please.
if you go to the accounting entries, we can see only the balance sheet accounts, right? So what about the
Correct.
partner?
That's what. So you want to see P&L also, right? What is your question?
No. What about the partner? So it's not going to be debit or credit to the partner because the deal belongs to
You
the
mean
partner.
business partner?
Yes.
No, business partner is just kind of intermediary processor. There wouldn't be any accounting entry for business partner. See, counterparty is just used for, you can say, facilitator. But in case you use a business partner as a customer or supplier, then you will have entry. But in treasury, it does not work that way. See, when you buy stocks, when you buy shares, when you buy a foreign currency, what is accounting entry? You don't see any, say, for example, yeah. For example, when you buy shares, what is accounting entry? Bank or forex?
My account also will get created, right?
Exactly. So this is how when you configure, for example, in bank clearing or in forex, you specify which balance sheet or which P&L account. When you buy a foreign currency, your bank will be debit, right?
Right.
Correct. In that case, you need to assign that in the configuration, whatever actual entry you want. Okay.
But there are brokerage charges and all that stuff to the business partner, right, Rohit?
Sorry.
I'm saying there will be brokerage charges or commission to the
Yeah,
business
that you can. Similarly, what I have entered now, I have entered brokerage charges also. So you can add flows like commission, brokerage charges. You can enter that as well. That is applicable for all type of posting. I'll show you again. So now we are doing sale. Earlier we have bought 5,000 units. Let's sell 2,000 out of that. Okay. and the price would be say 80. We have bought at 95 and we are selling at 80. Okay, so it should be a loss amount. It should calculate automatically. So 160 cash flow. Sorry. Now I am giving cash flow, other flows. So here I am giving, say, I have these available. So brokerage, say for example, I'm giving brokerage. Okay, so it is reducing because I am paying. Now let's save it. So normal process work like this. You buy a share when you see like there is a profit or loss, you sell it. But that ISIN should be same because you are buying and purchasing same security. So that should be, that's why only that time it will calculate gain and loss because it will link. Now let's underscore Reddit settle. Save. Okay, now let's go to TPB1 and see. I will give both the entries 31, 32 because both are my sale and purchase. And let's see how it calculates P&L and anything. See, security loss in sale. So this is the amount of loss. So first it is showing the purchase amount this, and this was the bank charges. Then I'm selling on this. So there is a unit difference as well. So it will calculate first what is the price difference. Okay. Then it will calculate what was a purchase and what was a sale for price difference. Then it will calculate the loss and it will post. Okay. Now I'll show you from where it is picking this loss amount. Loss GL account. Okay. Hold on.
So Rohit, for all these GL accounts, do we maintain the default profit center?
See, it depends. When you have a CO activated, yes, you can. And when you enter a deal, there also you can default a profit center. I'll show you. It depends if you have controlling or new GL implemented or not. Give me a second. I'll show you. Normally, we activate that FAGL3KEH based on the company code and based on the GL accounts. From that point, it will select your profit center in the deal itself so that it will flow.
That is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. That's fair. That's what the scenario is. Sometimes actually I get confused because one session, if I'm taking S4HANA, I quickly jump to financial accounting new and then I get confused. I forgot like I'm into treasury session right now. What was that? Accounting, sorry. Link to accounting components. Yes. All right. So it was loss title. Okay. So you see this one. Loss is sale on loss. So we are giving euro, and this is account reference. Okay. And this is a symbol which is used for this decreased item. That means the loss we are having at the time of sale. It is picking from here. And if there is a profit, it will select from here, realized gain title, security profit in sale. See, the better, see what I do normally when I go for any implementation, I create a file for myself. It's like what is account symbol, then posting specific, because I create a newly like on my definitions, like accounting symbol, what will be the accounting symbol? I don't use this, say I Z001, Z2, Z3, Z4, Z5, so that I know what is, since we are using standard one, so better spend at least 1 or 2 hours on it to understand why, how it is posting. And in case you have any question, we can very well discuss, because this will continue till banking is over, because BCM will also again need posting for payment from treasury only, right? So we will do different type of postings. Again, we'll see, play around with the configuration, how that works. We'll do some payment request configuration again, because banking is still pending. That will start from scratch. And that's the reason I didn't show you how to create house bank, because that is again, set up a house bank is needed as well. Okay, so it is, see, treasury is only till when we create a deal, and TPB1 only start when you have banking configuration as well. I'm showing you just for your knowledge purpose. We will be doing this again and again till the time this course is ended. Okay.
Rohit,
this is-
one more thing.
Yes, please. Yeah.
I feel we are missing basic configuration like company code and calendar, number ranges.
No, that we have. See, if you're talking about financial accounting configuration, that I
Not financial,
assume-
in treasury. In treasury.
No, we have
company-
done it. Huh? No, we have done it. The very first step, the very first day, we have done it already. We have done it. Maybe you will remind. See, whatever we need for treasury per se, for organization structure, we have completed very first day. 1 second. You remember we have checked whether big code is assigned or not. We have created valuation areas, accounting keys. We have, that is what is needed from treasury perspective. If you're talking about, say, number ranges in financial accounting, that is done in financial accounting. That's why I didn't show you. Okay. So you
Okay, so-
see that as well. Number range, I can show you tomorrow in next session, like how many number ranges we do. Okay. We can repeat that again. That shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, my notes is not showing where we created number ranges and all.
Oh, okay. 1 second. I'll show you again. Let me give you again where we have shown. Maybe then time you will remind. Okay, just an example. When we created transaction type, if you remember, we have created this number range, right? Before
Okay,
transaction,
yeah.
right? So this is the number range we create in treasury. Okay, similarly, you will create in every product type. See,
Right.
as I told you, in treasury, if you configure money market, forex, security here, you just need to ensure your product type is created. That's it. The rest, everything is based on your account determination. That will remain same. So you see it, right? So I haven't done anything apart from product type N. So once you do that assignment, everything is working fine. You should be aware like which product type you should use. And rest, at the time of TPB1, your banking configuration should be aligned. And after that, we will see one by one, like what is a payment key, how it is created. Then we do F111. Then we do valuation during a month end, like book value and fair value. We check that. So once we do the banking part, then we will do that as well. Okay. So till now, I would suggest like do this configuration, then start create a deal, because at the time of deal, yeah.
We haven't get the access, Rohit.
Are you serious?
I'm very much serious.
My goodness, because it's been many
I
days.
know,
And everyone,
I
right?
know, I did follow up them, but
Okay.
no response.
My goodness.
What about others?
So is it for everyone?
Yes, for everybody. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I have one as well.
Yeah, I think that
This is strange, because normally after they check with me, it takes 2 days to provide access. But if this is very strange. And okay, let me call them right away, just after ending this session. Okay, if they don't provide you even tomorrow, I'm not going to proceed any new thing, because I understand like how will you practice? So maybe we'll refresh anything which is done already. Okay. So I'm not going to proceed until unless your session is provided, your access is done. So we can review any other thing which is we have already covered. Fine. I'll talk to them right after this session. I will escalate.
I think yesterday we
That is provided because they have checked with me last week, and it should have been provided by Monday.
Yeah, yesterday I think they sent a mail with user ID password.
Okay. So you checked whether it is working fine for you?
No, I couldn't check. I just received yesterday only.
Okay.
I'll check it today.
Okay. So guys, maybe you can check your email. Maybe you have received as well because normally they send to everyone. So just check.
No, I haven't. I'm just checking my emails.
Okay.
I didn't get anything.
Okay.
Rohit, just one
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
Have you discussed on the configuration of general valuation class and?
Yeah. That's what. So that was the first session we have done. Na? 1 second.
Okay.
Basic functions. So that was like a part of organization structure when we do. Okay, that is part of that.
Oh, and the configuration, like, the configuring it with other, like account determination and all those things.
You mean the one which we are doing right now, account symbol?
Yeah.
Okay. See, let's do one thing. Let's focus on account determination tomorrow. I'm not going to do anything else. We will just do account determination. We'll take one example and we'll end to end. Okay.
End to end. Yeah.
I'll give you a fair idea because that is a little bit confusing. I agree.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's do that only tomorrow. I'll give you. There are 4 steps. Even it takes long or just half an hour, or we will do only account determination tomorrow. Yeah, so
Roy,
let me call.
Roy, I've got a question. On that screen, the last screen you show after doing the TPP one, where the file flows will show the transaction posted. Can you drill down to the GL account details from there? Does it allow you to drill down to the finance postings?
Yeah, it is showing that. Na? 1 second. What was the post? Yeah, 31 and 32. When you see treasury reports, once it is posted, right, you can drill down to original treasury transactions, you can drill down to accounting entries, you can do anything. Okay, 1 sec. So treasury reports are a little bit good. So here it is showing you accounting entry. Debit is security, credit is payment request. Then debit, bank charges, and credit. So if you see 40-50, and you can see amount also positive, negative. So that is debit, credit. So once this is posted, you can go to treasury report. I'll show you. So once this is done, I'll show you which treasury reports are giving overview of like what sort of flows you have posted and how to check the accounting entry behind that flow. So I'll show you everything. Don't worry. So
what happens after this, Rohit?
So once this is done, we use F111. F111 is for payment. So we use, so till now we generate just a payment request. Okay, after that we use that payment request and we pay. Okay, so this is how it is done. So once this is done, your payment will actually go from your bank using the file which we create. So this will be done when we start with the BCM.
And normally one question here. So whenever we make the payment in SAP, so vendor or customer will be there, right? So that is what I'm missing here.
No. See, that is for finance. We are doing treasury. In treasury, it is something different. So in treasury, payment will, see, that is vendor. Here we are buying security. Here we are buying Forex. Here we are buying, say, loan. So instrument are, in financial accounting, instruments are like vendor and customer. Here instrument are, right? So their postings and postings here in treasury is like different. Okay, so that's why. Yeah. So I have loaded one document last week that contains configuration and that contains business process as well. So I would suggest treat it as the Bible. So that is having everything. So it will clear your treasury concepts as well. Okay. So that is not only restricted to these 4 product type, it is having everything. So hedging also, commodity also. So everything, which if we may not cover also, you can just start reading it once you have time. And that is having assignments as well. So in case you want to post using some real examples, that is having that as well. So you can use that.
Where, how do we check that? Where have you posted?
It is on SharePoint. So if you go to
Okay.
SharePoint and
I think
job
we haven't
discussion,
get access, Rohit.
discussion board, even SharePoint also you don't have access.
And I think you need to talk to them.
I'll talk to them. Yeah, sorry. I'll talk to them right after this call. I'll talk to them and I'll ask them to send you a SharePoint link as well, where the documents are loaded. Okay.
Rohit, Satish
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Can you please help me to show the transaction type values from the treasury posting to FIGL?
Okay, 1 second. Let's post this first. This is done. Let's go back to deal. You can check in deal itself, or you can go to reports also.
Hey, Rohit,
Yeah.
I just checked the SharePoint. Your documents, none of the documents have been uploaded. I don't see any documents.
No, I have got the confirmation also that
I don't see the document in the SharePoint. Just your session videos are there.
where you are checking on
On the
board?
materials tab.
No, not on the material. If you go to a discussion board, it will show you.
Okay.
Okay, I will also check after this session. Okay, so here if you see, it will give you a document number also generated. So if you click on the document number, it will give you accounting entry as well. This is accounting for sale. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we pass those values from the transaction flow? I mean, from the treasury posting to directly in the GL. I wanted to see it in the GL. Is it possible to see directly in the GL? I mean, what type of transaction type?
No, I don't understand. So it's
No,
a
normally,
one. It
yeah.
is showing you GL also, right? It is showing you accounting entry as well before actually posting. So I maybe not understanding your question exactly.
So what I'm trying to say is that I want to have the transaction type values to be passed from the treasury posting to GL.
So this is treasury posting to GL only, na? This is accounting entry.
So is there anywhere I can see I mean, if I see directly from the GL, right, I can't see what type of posting it is, right? What
Okay,
type of
you mean,
transaction type? Yeah.
okay, 1 second. So if you go to TPM 12, okay. TPM 12, if you go.
Okay.
All right, yeah, this is the one, 6. 8/16. Okay, so say for example, these are the entries.
Okay.
It will show you first what sort of entry is it? It is stock. And now if you double click on anything, it will show you this is ISIN number and this is the amount. This is sale, this is brokerage, this is charge. And in case you want to see the posting journal, just click on this.
Okay.
So it will show you that, and it will show you original treasury transaction as well from here. And here you can see accounting entry again, the same screen. So you can further drill down wherever you want. This is again the accounting entry. It will give you all the detail. What sort of posting is it, and what sort of accounting entry that will contain. So here it will show you payment keys also, which payment keys are generated.
Okay.
So this is basically a drill down report which you can see.
Transaction type. Can I see the transaction type?
Okay. Yeah, that will be there. Oh, sorry, as well. Type, business transaction name. So yeah, here you can select transaction type, product type, transaction. Yeah, here you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can select that as well. You have transaction type also. 100, 200 sale, purchase, and 200 sale. So you have a description as well.
Yeah, this can I see in the GL as well?
GL, it will give you some text only. For example, GL, I don't think you need to do some sort of little small enhancement in order to see that, or you can create a query. But I'm afraid it will not give you that detail. But there will be small text. It will give you from where it is coming, but not complete detail.
Okay.
I think otherwise we can create a separate set of GL accounts for treasury. So to identify.
No, it will be, see, it will be separate only. But here, what Satish is asking, where can we see see here, if you see the text, SC 1000, security 1000 purchase.
So can't we open in FBL3N?
Yeah. If you open it FBL3N, this GL account, so if you see the text, it will show.
Click on the header,
Rohit. It will not have in FBL3N. It will not have a treasury transaction type and product type for sure. For that, you do some custom enhancement.
So here it's only going to show the text only, right?
Correct. Rest everything will. Yes. So text is also automatically populated in standard, but transaction type will not be there.
Maybe if we add the fields, it might be there.
That is something which small enhancement has to be there in order to record that. Okay. So let's discuss more tomorrow, like how accounting is taking care and how this TPP.
Rohit, tomorrow can we also go to the SharePoint and because SharePoint, I don't see they're not uploading the materials and all that stuff.
No, I will check like tomorrow before we start tomorrow's session. Before that, I will check whether documents are there or not. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see that. Don't worry. Okay. So
Rohit, I've got a question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, when you did the payment request, will it generate like an outgoing bank file? Or are you going to cover that in BCM?
No, it will generate. Yeah, it will just create a payment key that time. So payment file will be generated at the time of F111, which is the next step.
Okay, but you will cover that in the next session.
Yeah, only that time your outgoing bank will be hit.
Okay, are you going to cover all that in the next session?
Yeah, because we have a banking in scope as well, right? So we will be covering that. So not next session. First, we will start with BCM, and that time we will do F111 because after that we have some payment batching and then BNK money. So there are multiple steps involved. So in treasury we will cover till that, but when we start next topic, we will cover that F111 as well.
Okay.
But that is in scope, so we will be doing that.
Okay.
Rohit, I have one more question. Just now we have gone through the foreign exchange, right? So in that you have exercised out of 1 lakh, you have exercised some of the amount, right, on the maturity date. So can I able to see what would be my next exercise date for the remaining amount?
I didn't understand your question.
Okay, no. When we did this foreign exchange transaction, right? So we have taken 1 lakh amount for the buy and sell, right?
Correct.
So out of which you have taken some amount to do the selling of some of the.
No. You are mixing. No. So I have sale purchase we have done for equity, not for forex. See, forex at same time we are buying some currency in, like say we are buying in USD and we are selling euros. So it is one go. So at that point in time you are buying and selling also. But in equity, bonds or anything else, it is first we are purchasing. out of that we are selling some sort of units. That time it will give you gain or loss.
Okay, so if let's say, for example, in the foreign exchange, right? If I
Mhm.
need to sell, I mean, if I buy like 50,000, out of which I wanted to sell only 25,000, and the remaining I wanted to do selling at a later point in time. So in this case, how we are going to capture those two dates?
No. See that time. See in forex, normally we buy, and when we sell it, we can give dates like that will be my payment calculation date, and that will be my due date. Let's do that tomorrow. When we start
Okay.
that, we'll do that tomorrow
Okay.
as well.
All right.
We'll see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me call them first to work on your access. All right. Okay. Thank you.